Chairperson. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to talk as a representative of the 5 billion plus people that live in developing countries around the world and see what we can do to make sustainable systems and HTA in these countries more relevant. Now the next steps, I think, can be divided basically into 3 bits: the long-term strategy, the medium-term, and the short-term. The long-term strategy, or what we would like to see in the future, is to have robust, evidence-informed decision-making processes firmly entrenched within the healthcare systems of individual countries and organizations. And the key thing there is to recognize that HTA would be a tool, but by no means the be-all and end-all of decision-making processes in these systems. And another key point that I would like to make is that the HTA that we have should be contextually appropriate and locally relevant. Otherwise, it fails to achieve what it sets out to do. The medium-term strategy, or how are we going to get to this long-term vision, I think is to do a twin approach of sensitization of all stakeholders in healthcare. And stakeholders do not include just the physicians and the healthcare decision makers and providers, but it includes policy makers, it includes partners in industry, including in insurance agencies, and of course, patients and consumers of healthcare. We need to look at capacity and capability building rather than setting up HTA institutions, because until and unless people can handle HTA, there is no point in developing and producing reports. And what shall we do in the interim while we go for this long and rather painful process of capacity building? There are short-term strategies wherein we can still make decision-making more evidence-based, and that is using the existing evidence. And I have developed this tool which is called the Know Essentials Mnemonic. It includes 13 components to evaluate a given health technology. 10 of the components, which is the acronym Essentials, forms the traditional HTA. And interestingly, the last S stands for sustainability. And KNOW reflects the components that we need to know in context of the healthcare problem and not the technology alone. This was published in the journal in the 2nd issue this year, and that is something which every developing country can take up and achieve to inform decisions while we go for the longer process of capacity and capability building. Now, how do we make this whole process sustainable? And here is a challenge that I would like to throw to the HTA community. If you go back to the roots, what we had was, we used to have a system wherein the healthcare problem used to raise the question of what can we do for this problem. And with that question, the health technology used to get developed and we had solutions. But now what we have, especially in the developing world, is we have the technology, we have the solution, and we're trying to ask the question in reverse by asking, how can I use this technology and what problem can I fit the solution to? And I think that is a dangerous approach, because that's what makes the healthcare systems non-sustainable. So we need probably to go back to our roots and work out a system wherein we're not asking how best can a given technology work, but we're going to ask, what is the problem? What are the multiple options? What are the things that I can do to tackle this kind of a problem, given the context of the epidemiology of the disease, the demographics of the patients who are involved, and the strengths and weaknesses of the healthcare system? And this approach, I believe, is what is requiring us to think in a different way from what we do right now, and think beyond the technologies. Even comparative effectiveness basically talks of technologies being compared one against the other. But I have a plea. I request you all to go back to the root of the problems and start answering questions for an individual patient who has a given healthcare problem. What's the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth best option in terms of technology solutions, and not just think of how we can use a given technology. And that, I believe, especially in the developing countries and also the developed world, would make the healthcare systems more sustainable. On that somber note, I thank you very much, Chairperson, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.